Alright, what's going on, guys? Just got in from running a trip, and today's video is going to be different than anything you've really seen me do before, and we're going to do a little unboxing. A very, very expensive unboxing, but a dang good unboxing. So we're about to go do that right now, and I'll give you all a little hint. It came on a pallet. I mean, you're about to see it in like 5 seconds, but it's pretty freaking cool. Alright, here it is. You might be able to tell. Lithium ion batteries. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes. To be honest, I'm not really sure exactly what all's in here. I just know we have lithium batteries. I think they got some new battery trays. We might have those in there. I'm really not 100% sure. But we're about to open this thing up and see what we got. Alright, let's open this thing up. I believe these are battery trays. They got some new battery trays that are designed to fit their batteries like perfectly. I've been using the TH trays, they work good. But these batteries have a little unique kind of top edge to them. So these are designed to fit that edge a little bit better. Oh yeah. So it looks like they're made out of starboard. Pretty, and if you have a boat, you're probably pretty familiar with what that is. Pretty simple, but they're meant to fit their batteries like perfectly. So that's good. We got 3 in this box. And I guess 3 in this box. I don't know. 1, 2 in this box. So we got 5. We got 4 more boxes here, but 5 trays, so I think I'll be replacing one of mine in the boat now with a new tray. Alright, box number 1. I truly don't really know what these are. I have an idea, but my dad's been talking to them. I'll explain why we're getting these batteries in just a second. Comes with a little grease for your connections, which is nice. And we have a 12 volt, if I can get it snug, 12 volt 100 amp hour battery. That's one. That's like your cranking battery, or you can run, you know, that as a trolling motor battery, or 2 of them in series for a 24, or 3 of them in series for a 36 volt trolling motor, or run 2 of them in parallel for double the cranking power, or like a house battery. But that's just your general all-purpose 12 volt battery. Let's see what this one is. Same size box, so it may be another one. Like I said, I really don't know exactly what we got here. It's different. Caught by surprise. And I'll explain this one in a second, because you're definitely going to be wondering. If you see my videos, you know I run a 36 volt trolling motor. Definitely going to be wondering why we got this. This is the deep cycle. So your like trolling motor battery. Oh, get out of there. Notice I'm holding it up by 2 fingers. That's one of the advantages of lithium. 25.2 volt, 75 amp hour battery. So that'll work on your 24 volt trolling motors. All batteries put out a little more than you would think. Like 12 volt batteries putting out more than 12 volts. So 25.2 volt, 75 amp hour battery. And I'll explain why we got that as soon as we get through this. What is this? Let's see what we got. See, now I really don't know what this is. 'Cause I have a feeling I knew that was in there. Alright, this one's for me. This is another Deep Cycle 36 volt 60 amp hour battery. It's pretty crazy. That's sitting in the same exact box. Actually, I'll check this out. Look at this. 12 volt, 100 amp hour. 25.2, 75 amp hour. So a little less run time, but you got twice the battery. Essentially 2 batteries right here. And the 60 amp hour is a little less run time, but you got 3 batteries, 3 12 volt batteries in this battery right here, and they're all exactly the same size. That is one of the huge advantages to lithium. And for example, Deep Cycle 36 volt battery. Oh, can we focus? You can't focus. Take my word for it. That says 33.5 pounds. 33.5 pounds, 29.8 pounds, 32 pounds. Pretty crazy stuff. Alright, so like I said, I wasn't really 100% sure what we have. I had a feeling about those 2 last ones, and I was pretty sure we were getting that first one. But now I'm really confused as to what's in here. It feels light, but they're all light, so that's not really saying a lot. I'm going to be tearing this stuff open like a kid on Christmas. Alright, what do we got in here? It's a bigger box than the rest than the previous one. Ah, more padding. Alright, so I know the purpose of all these batteries now. I already had an idea, but this one, even though it's a bigger box, it's actually a smaller battery, just more padding. I guess it's just the size box I use. But as you can see, 12 volt, which is the green batteries, 75 amp hour, holding it with one hand. And we are looking at, I don't know the weight's not on here, but it's definitely lighter than the rest. So check that out. We got battery trays. I'm making a huge mess here, I got crap all over. Battery trays, 12 volt 75 amp hour battery, Deep Cycle 36 volt 60 amp hour battery, Deep Cycle 25.2 volt 75 amp hour battery, and then a Deep Cycle 12 volt 100 amp hour battery. So now you're probably wondering why we have all these batteries. So there's 2 reasons. Number 1 is because if you haven't seen from my Instagram posts and all that, I'm ordering a new boat. I currently ordered a 25.5 foot Mayak Extreme with a 350 on it. I will not disclose what motor I'm running. Comment down below if you can guess what motor I'm going to put on this thing. But it's going to be a 25.5 Mayak Extreme with a 350 on it. And I'm super excited about that because they changed some things on the boat, made it a higher horsepower rating, made it a little lighter, and it's going to be faster than the previous 25 Extremes. I've already seen some numbers, and it's pretty ridiculous how fast that boat moves with a 350 for being as big as it is. And on that new boat, since it's so big, I'm currently running one 36 volt battery in my boat with a power pole charge. I have no issues. I can fish tournaments in Louisiana, here at home all day. Never had a battery die in a tournament. I can guide. Today I ran a trip yesterday and I ran a trip today. I did not charge my batteries in between. Ran 2 trips, both of them fishing in an area with high current and spot lock. No issues at all. But with that bigger boat, it's going to be nice to have peace of mind having just double the power, especially with the power pole charge. Because it's a bigger boat, it's a heavier boat, a little bit harder to get moving, a little bit wider too, so more drag in the water, and it's just going to be nice to have double the juice and have no worries at all about what I'm doing. So I got a second 36 for the new boat coming, and then I'm getting like a really cool sound system, all kinds of fancy lights, all kinds of cool stuff on the new boat. So because of that, I've got another 12 volt 100 amp hour battery, because I already run one just for my cranking. It runs all my pumps, runs all my lights, runs my graph, does everything just fine. Never had an issue with my cranking battery. But with that sound system and stuff, and having more stuff on this new boat, I'm gonna have like basically double the cranking power. I'm gonna have essentially a house battery and then a cranking battery. So I'll have extra peace of mind all the way around. I'm gonna have double the power It's a bigger boat, gonna have more stuff on it, more stuff to run. So I'm gonna have 2 cranking batteries and 2 trolling motor batteries, opposed to me having 1 and 1 right now in my boat. Which honestly, if I wasn't making a living out of this boat, you could run 1 and 1 on that boat, no problem. But making a living fishing tournaments and guiding, it's definitely nice to have just extra peace of mind on the water. So now you're probably wondering, the biggest question is, what's the 75 amp for and what's the 24 volt one for? So Dad has ordered him a little 18-foot boat. Not going to say what it is yet. We'll do a surprise video on that. But he ordered him a little 18-foot boat, and he's going to have a 24 volt trolling motor on it, and he'll use the 75 as a cranking battery. So he's got the batteries for his boat. I got the batteries for my new boat. So 2 new boats coming. His will be done way before mine because of who's making it. They make them pretty fast. Mayak takes their time. They build a extremely solid boat, as most everybody knows, and their demand is crazy. It's a family-owned thing, not a huge corporation, so their build time's a little bit slower, which I don't have a problem with. Hey, excellence takes time. I think there's a saying like that about something. So that's what we got on those batteries, and we got 2 new boats coming. I already told you what mine is. I'm not telling you what Dad's getting. That's a surprise for another day, but that's an unboxing. That's a very expensive unboxing. Actually, let me do a little calculation and I'll let you know. Alright, so just did a little calculation, not including the battery trays. That was a over $4,000 unboxing, just over $4,000. So huge shout out to Lithium Battery Power for helping us out and always supporting us and taking care of us and making sure we have the best batteries on the market for fishing. And for the guys that want to step their game up and go to the next level as far as batteries in their boat, want to save weight, want to save room, want to improve the performance of their trolling motor, and literally no drawbacks on it. They recharge crazy fast, 100% power all the way through till they're dead, and it's just the way to go. The future is now. Everybody's changing to lithium. Lithium batteries are getting more reasonable. Obviously, you wouldn't run all these in your boat. The 36 is obviously the most expensive, but if you just ran half of those, like a cranking and a trolling motor battery, it's really a lot more affordable than people think, especially the fact these have a 10-year warranty on them. And I know that I go through batteries, whether I was running regular AGM or lead acid, I've tried them all. The way I use my boat and the way I run my batteries, no matter what kind I use, I'm changing them out really every year. And you're having to buy 4 new batteries every year at $200 to $400 depending on what you get, and if you buy a decent battery. And over 10 years you could have paid for these numerous times. So it's definitely the way to go. Everybody's going to it. You're seeing more and more boats out there with lithium batteries, and truly they're just the way to go. Alright guys, we're done with the unboxing, but we're not done with the video yet. I'm actually fishing a bass tournament tomorrow with my buddy Trey over in the Choctawhatchee River, which is just west of Panama City. I've actually fished the Choctawhatchee Bay many times, but I've never fished the river for bass or anything. I've never fished the river at all. So that'll be a fun learning experience for me, and just something different, change it up, fish a bass tournament. I like catching bass. It's a nice change from chasing the redfish. So we're about to grab the bass rods and the bass tackle and then probably roll them back to my house, and we'll do a little filming and show y'all what I'm rigging up, what I'm throwing, and yeah, that'll be it. Alright, well, change of plans. Apparently the tournament got canceled. So I don't know why. They said due to weather, but the forecast doesn't really look that bad, and it rains here like every day. So with that being said, we are gonna just go fish for fun tomorrow because I really wanted to go see what it was like over there. Plus he's got a new to him boat, a Triton bass boat, and it seems pretty nice, and I haven't seen it yet, haven't fished in it. Every time we've been fishing, we fish out of his aluminum boat. So I'm excited. There's a guy just driving down the road on a lawnmower. Anyway, I'm excited to fish out of his new boat. I'm excited to go over there and fish. And I'm excited just to fun fish. I haven't got to fun fish in a while. So we're still going to fish tomorrow, and I'm going to record a video so y'all can see what it's like when we're fishing, and y'all can see me do a little bass fishing. Still going to get my stuff. Still going to get rigged up. Everything's the same except we're not actually fishing a tournament. So it's alright. We're going to make the best out of it. Alright, so I got my actual tackle. I got jigs, chatterbaits, frogs, all the normal, just terminal tackle, hooks, weights, all that good stuff. I got plastics in here. I got 4 rods. We'll go over that in a little bit, and we're just gonna throw all this in the truck, head home. I'll show y'all what I'm fishing with, and yeah. All right, guys, back home. Hopefully the wash machine's not too loud, but I guess I had a mayfly in my tackle box that just fell on my table. We're gonna rig up some rods. I got 4 rods for tomorrow, and we're gonna start off with the simplest one. That makes a funny noise. Start off with the simplest one. That's a no-brainer. If I'm going bass fishing, especially here in Florida, I'm gonna have a frog tied on. So we're gonna rig this up. This is a 7.4 heavy Savage Gear Battletech casting rod. It's got that army green color. Really cool color on it. I know a lot of people are a fan of that. Something that has a unique color to it. You don't see a lot of like army green rods, but it still kind of stands out, but it's not like too in your face like some of the other green rods out there. Got a Daiwa to Tula Elite 8:1 gear ratio on here. 50-pound braid. Alright, so we're throwing on the frog rods. Obviously a frog, a hollow body frog. This is the Savage Gear hollow body frog. It's black, not a popping frog. I like to trim the legs down a little bit, adjust the hooks out a little bit to get a little bit better hookup percentage, and tie a nice Palomar knot on there, something that ain't gonna budge. And we'll trim that. And there we go, first rod, easy enough. I'm always throwing a frog, or at least I always have a frog with me. Even if it's not the right place for a frog, the cat wants to get it. You don't want this, I promise, that'd be bad. Alright, I had a surprise visitor come by. I had to cut the video short. So, rigged up another rod while I was talking to him. Anyway, rigged up a 1/2 ounce Z-Man chatterbait jackhammer. This is the Heights Hot Crawl color. It's got a green pumpkin blade with a little bit of red flake in it, a green pumpkin head with a little bit of red flake in it, and a green pumpkin and red skirt, and I got a green pumpkin Razor Shads trailer. That is the ticket for a trailer on chatterbaits. I'm telling you, I know I'm not a bass pro, but put it Razor Shads trailer on your chatterbaits, you're gonna catch more fish. You can use the Razor Shads for other things, obviously, but it was really designed to be a trailer for a chatterbait. Rod number 3 is a Z-Man cross-eyes flipping jig with a 3.5 inch bat wings trailer, Z-Man bat wings. It's a really good trailer, like chunk style for a jig trailer, whether it's a swim jig, any kind of jig. I'm not a jig professional, but I know this is a flipping jig. This is a 3/4 ounce, I think, flipping jig. And these are good jigs. They got a hand-tied copper wire skirt on them. Got a really good keeper on the to hold your Elastec up. Alright, 4th and final rod. This is going to be a Texas rig. Old trusty T-rig. I like to peg them because I think we're fishing around a lot of like stuff. And I got a, I believe, a 1/4 or a 3/16 ounce tungsten weight on there. Anyway, I got line all wrapped around me. There we go, slide the peg down. So we got a, I think it's a 4/0 Gamakatsu hook, extra wide gap, 1/4 or 3/8 ounce tungsten is pegged. And on here, I'm gonna put on a Z-Man fatties. These are really good little worms. I like them. I think these are 5 inch, right? Yeah, 5 inch. Just a traditional, like, kind of like straight stick worm, but they got a little taper to them, so just a little bit different. Anyway, I'm gonna rig this guy on here, and this is watermelon red, as you can tell. Almost everything I have for bass fishing is either green pumpkin or watermelon red. And my buddy said that they need like darker colors where we're going. And he said like black and blue. But all I really have is watermelon red and green pumpkin, because that's what really works well at our lake here, Deer Point. And that's the only place I really fish for bass. So I don't have a whole lot of other choices. But there we go, got that guy rigged up. So that's the fourth and final rod. Alright, so we'll go over it real quick because my camera's dying. This is a Savage Gear Black Ops 7.1 medium heavy rod. Z-Man fatties, Texas rigged, pegged with a tungsten weight. This is a 7.3 medium heavy Black Ops rod, Savage Gear, with a 3/4 ounce cross eyes flip and jig by Z-Man with a Z-Man Bat Wings trailer on. That's watermelon red trailer. I got a Z-Man 1/2 ounce chatterbait, Heights Hot Craw Color, green pumpkin razor shads trailer, 7.3 Savage Gear Black Ops rod. And then finally we have a Savage Gear hollow body frog with a Savage Gear Battletech 7.4 heavy rod for pulling them big boys out of the nasty stuff. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. If you're not subscribed yet, hit subscribe, because we're going to be using all this stuff tomorrow, and I'll be filming the whole thing. I'll have it up pretty soon. So if you want to see me try and catch some bass, maybe I will, maybe I won't, I don't know, and probably lose a lot of tackle, you're going to want to watch that. So make sure you're subscribed and be watching for that video. Thanks for watching, and bye.